Hey everybody, welcome back. It's episode 17 of the Common Woman Podcast. What's that we hear? An extra clap in the background from the man corner. We got Anthony in the background. Hey.
Boo.
We're happy that you're here though, even though we'd rather you be on camera, but we're working on that. We're going to get him here eventually. We're going to get him here.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
We'll see. He had us all hyped. He had like a great idea for like what the podcast would be about. And we're like starting to plan. We're like, all right, we're going to write this down. He's like, wait, no, not tonight.
Played us. Played us.
And just let us down.
Not happy with you.
Oh, man. Yeah, but
I told someone it was episode 16. I forgot. I forgot that the last one was done in two parts. Like I messed up the number.
Yeah, no, it's whatever.
It's a continuation. We didn't wear the same outfit twice.
I know. Like, clearly that wasn't the case.
I mean, obviously.
No, but my girl went to Canada last week, so we recorded the 2 episodes ahead of time.
If I could move there, I would go.
I want to go. I've never been.
It's so beautiful.
What part did you go to?
Toronto. And it's like being out here, but clean.
Really? I feel like everywhere else it's like
more
so much
highways. The highways are bigger. It's like 4 lanes. I was just in heaven.
No traffic.
No there was some traffic, but it just wasn't so bad. No road
Did you run
rage.
into a Mountie?
What?
Oh, the inside joke.
No, not a Monty, a Mountie.
I don't know what that is.
It's a policeman on the horse.
Oh no.
Yeah. Canadian police, eh?
I only heard, so I said that to my mother. She was like, I never heard of that. But I heard only one person say it. A lady to her kid at the zoo. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Stop that shit, eh?
No, she was like, oh, it's so nice here, eh? And I was like, oh, there it is. But that, I only heard it that one time.
They must be so happy living up there with their nice president. And
they got a prime minister.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad. Jeez. Oh, wow.
You're such a little know-it-all.
Isn't he?
Ugh.
Why you gotta be so smart?
Don't be mad because I went to school.
You could have told her on the side.
No, I'm glad you did because somebody else would have in the comment. It's a prime minister.
Whoever was about to say that, shut up, stupid. Let us be.
I'm so glad you're back, though. I missed you.
Thanks, boo.
It was a long 3 days. No, but that's good. Everybody needs to take a little vacation here and there. You know, I'm looking forward to the one I have next month. I'm not going anywhere, but I won't be at work. So that's good enough for me.
You're going to be here?
Yeah, probably. We might take like little trips or something.
By the way, does anybody know who you are right now?
What are you talking about? I didn't. I was gonna get to it.
I'm just saying, like half an hour into the show.
Whatever.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what is he talking about?
What do you mean? Does anybody know? I know who I am.
I didn't even know we didn't do the intros.
So, yeah, he was trying to say, babe over there.
Hey.
I'm joined with my lovely, lovely bestie.
Melissa. You're so annoying.
I am Courtney, the host. As you already know, we have Anthony. That's Babe's bestie in the background, sipping on. What you sipping on? What kind of whiskey is that?
What was this on the box?
It's some fancy whiskey because only the best for Babe.
Hatsutake.
Oh, okay.
Hatozaki. My bad.
Oh, okay. They're drinking the cool stuff, but you know what we got? We got our Kentucky Bucks.
We got a book. We got a book.
We got the Bucks back up. Yo, because we were so twisted on the last episode. Episode 16.
I got smacked with that second one.
Painkillers.
And I smacked the mic.
Painkiller. You sure did smack the mic.
That caught us all so off guard.
That was hysterical.
I didn't know it was there.
You had given me and Natasha a good portion of alcohol in that second one.
Can you imagine what it would have been like if I had the same amount that y'all had?
Oh my God.
There
You'd
would
been
have been a
rolling
mess.
all over the floor.
You wouldn't have knocked that headphone in the mic. You would have knocked your forehead.
You'd have
into
broken a tooth.
You know what I'm saying? Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm a nurse, not a dentist.
These drinks that you make for us, babe, just adds a whole nother level to the podcast. I love it. I love them though. It's delicious.
Thank you.
We have people saying, I want one whenever we mention the drinks that we have. So yeah, today, episode 17, we're talking about fighting and forgiveness. We actually had wanted to talk about forgiveness like a couple weeks ago, but we ended up changing the topic right before the episode. So we're bringing it back. So those polls that you guys answered for us are not in vain. We are going to talk about it.
Oh.
Yes.
You're so good at that.
Fighting and
I forgot you did a poll the last time. Oh, conducted a poll last time. You didn't do the poll.
We are never going to get this right.
You didn't do
never
the poll.
Never going to
Sorry,
get
girl.
this right.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't.
Wow.
So the first one that I did like mad weeks ago or conducted, I asked
mad weeks ago. The slang.
What is
I love it.
I'm so old
That
school.
was so
I say that all the time too.
No, I do too. I'm just shocked you did it right now.
80s babies. 80s babies. I mean, not 80s, 90s, right? Because we're not that old. No one believes this. But anyway, I asked what things are like unforgivable, I guess, in a relationship. And we got a lot of different responses. So the first one, lying. I can't stand it. I agree.
But like little lies, you guys don't do any little lies?
I mean, I think everybody tells like little white lies.
No, I'm talking like major stuff.
We're only talking major.
Yeah, not like, I forgot to throw out the garbage and I said it wasn't garbage there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to the point of being unforgivable, I'm not going to be like, I will never forgive you because you said you took the garbage out and you didn't.
So there's levels to it.
There's levels to it.
There's levels to the lying.
I guess not the white lie.
The white lie. It depends on what kind of a white lie it is.
White lie is like, I consider that to be like a little light thing.
Because I think some white
the
lies.
Next level up.
Some fucked up shit.
But I think it depends on what it means to the person. Because even though it's considered a little white lie, like you might be telling a little white lie about something that's very important to the person that you're lying to, So.
If you have
I have an example, but I'm not going to put you on blast.
Oh. Can she put you on blast?
We splitting hairs, yo?
I have a good example.
Can she share it?
Go for it.
Really?
Oh, wait.
It's about the dog.
I got concerned too when she
Yeah,
said
that's fine.
Okay, so
every dog lover, cover your ears. You're gonna hate, babe. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is.
So, a while ago, Babe and I used to split the responsibility of feeding the dog and walking her. So at night, he would walk the dog. And I noticed, I don't know, I just started to get a feeling that maybe he wasn't actually always doing it every single night. So I confronted him about it. And he got really defensive and was like, what? I was like, but I know you're not. Like, I basically was like, I know you're not. So just admit it. And you're like, fine, I'm not. And you were like, I can't believe you're mad about that. Like, it's just the dog. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like, she's a part of our family. Like, it's your responsibility too. Like, I'm doing it. Like, you should be doing it too. So, like, that was a little white lie that he told me that he was walking the dog when he wasn't.
That poor
but
dog,
at the same time, that's important to me, so.
You're a bad dog dad.
You
know what I'm saying?
She's got a full bladder. Dogs
that
got small
is
bladders.
no longer the case anymore, but that was a situation where it was a little white lie, but it meant something to me.
That's a gray lie for some people.
Apparently.
Damn.
So yeah, there's definitely levels to it. But if you, like you said before, garbage, like I took out the garbage,
like
but you really didn't.
Not like I'm hiding like thousands of dollars away from you in a separate bank account every pay period.
Yeah. I just don't
That
really
was
like
very
lying.
specific.
Period, though. I know.
No.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
That's what he's doing.
She always be like, yo, babe, I'm broke.
Let me find out about that offshore account you got.
You ain't got it. After that roof, you ain't got it.
I ain't got that's the offshore account right there.
Yeah, it's on this roof right here. Nah, but I don't really like. I mean, I know I'm super naive, but like I just don't really like lying. Period. You know, like obviously, pretty much everybody does it, but I try not to. So it's like when people lie to me, I feel like I look at you sideways. Like if you're gonna lie to me about that, then what else are you lying to
What
me
about omitting?
That's just a lie in another way.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to omit because sometimes the truth is gonna get you in trouble.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
A lot
exactly.
of people can't handle truths.
Yeah.
I know you gotta omit stuff to me just so that I
All the
won't.
time.
I won't freak out. Oh man, but hey,
I'm the omit queen.
you can't omit vital details though. Like you gotta.
You know that Seinfeld episode where they say yada 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 in the story,
Story.
missing the whole like the most important
So I went to
information.
Yada, yada, yada,
It was
yada.
like, yeah, so he said yada yada yada, and then we broke up, and it was like, no, you just yada like the most important information in this story.
I gotta watch this show. I'm like the only
I
person
can't
in the
believe
world who's
you
never
didn't watch
seen
that.
Seinfeld.
I
Have you
think-
seen it, Anthony?
I get offended every time you say that.
I think even Inaya's seen Seinfeld. by
What?
now.
Inaya's our
That's
daughter,
funny.
our 3-year-old.
And I bet she's seen it already. On the
She's
weekends.
gonna start
on her
quoting
iPad.
lines. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? You know what? She probably has. She know how to work that iPad. Oh my god. No.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm with. That was Cecily who said that. I don't know if I should say everybody's name. What do you think?
Nah.
I'm not gonna say everybody's name.
Just go with it.
I used to think cheating was unforgettable, but as I get
Unforgivable,
older,
I think she meant.
oh yeah,
Mm.
but as I get older, not such a definite stance.
Interesting.
Cheating is unforgivable for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with you.
I can't. Yeah.
You can't come back from that. I feel like it's so hard to trust people as it is in a relationship. So it's like if you break that fundamental foundation of trust with cheating,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I could build it back.
There's no accident. There's no. I was too drunk.
You didn't fall on top of it repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
And in the morning.
Impaled.
And in the morning.
Multiple stab wounds to the body.
What do you think?
I
You're
think
pretty
it.
quiet over there.
I am. I was thinking about it. Because I feel like it should be, and I feel like where I'm at now, it would be. But I've forgiven several people and gone back.
Really?
But what
Clearly, it
happened
didn't
after
benefit me.
You think once a
Clearly it
cheater,
didn't benefit
always a
me.
cheater? Oh, I think we talked about that before.
I don't though. I don't think that's everyone's case. It's probably a lot of people's cases, but I don't think it's everyone's case.
I just feel like people, whatever we allow people to do, they're going to keep doing it.
that? So would you do it then?
You asking me? Would I do what?
No.
Oh.
Because she's
Are you
saying she
asking
forgive
me?
it.
No.
Would you do
Once
what?
I'm like in a relationship
Oh.
and in it, like we're together, then no.
You think she would say yes?
No, I wouldn't though.
Actually,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you know, the
Now
breeze caught me.
in the beginning,
She's not gonna say yes.
in the beginning, if we haven't had that conversation, my life is free game.
So as long as
I
that,
do with the F I
exclusivity deal
please.
doesn't go out.
But if we speak on it,
Mhm.
then
Okay.
the
I'll
commitment
tell
is
people
there.
to keep it. Stop hitting me up.
So you're
Yeah.
free agent until it's spoken.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just told that to someone too,
really.
who was saying like, oh, well, once we start talking, there's nobody else involved, right? And I was like, no, it doesn't mean that.
Wow.
It doesn't mean that.
We have to be clear.
Until we decide and have the conversation that we are going to exclusively be with each other, don't think that you're the only one in the pool,
I agree.
in the running for, king.
Sit on the
I
bench.
totally agree with that.
So
A lot of people actually brought up cheating as an unforgivable offense, but somebody also added breaking trust and violence.
Yeah.
violence is is unforgivable. No coming back from it for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I find it to be the most horrific experience that anybody could go through.
And
I can't even
I think
imagine.
it's either way, even if it's like if the woman smacks the man or something.
Absolutely. And that's a good point,
No,
babe.
anyway, any which
Yeah.
way, just any type of violence is.
Because you lost respect for each other at that point.
Exactly.
That line you cross.
And you
can't
know
take
what?
that
It's
back.
not talked about enough that there are situations where women are physically abusive to men, and it's not okay. Like, you'll hear about it, and a lot of people will laugh, like, yeah, right, your girl hit you. No,
There's
that
been
is
a lot of
unacceptable.
videos lately on Instagram that I've seen women just violating, if not hitting the guy, then breaking their belongings and smashing their car, and it's like that's so ridiculous.
That's
Yeah,
not cool.
that's such a violation.
It is. And if it was the other way around, everybody would be on the man.
yeah.
Like, oh, he's got to throw him under the jail.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, no.
Yeah.
Women out here acting crazy because they feel like the men are not going to retaliate because technically they're not supposed to. They
that
can't.
Little dude in Long Island.
What
They
you
got
say?
two-piece.
What did you say?
Until you get somebody like the Bagel
The
Boys
bagel
guy.
guy.
Oh man, but there's couples out here that beat each other up.
Mhm.
It's like
Mhm.
that's their go-to
That's a whole
in an
other thing. My nephew
argument.
was
That's
like that.
crazy.
With his ex.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. People need to relax.
And it's not just physical abuse either. There's
Verbal abuse.
verbal abuse, emotional abuse. There's all types of abuse. So
Abuse is abuse.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one's harder to identify.
But if you find yourself feeling like your partner is demeaning you in the way that they speak about you, in the way that they speak to you, if they're talking down to you, if they're making you feel less than, that's verbal abuse. That's emotional abuse. So
It takes a while to catch on to it.
it does. Especially if you don't feel good about yourself, know, and they will harp on that. They'll see that in you and they will continue to feed you that negative narrative about yourself. So it's hard. It's very hard.
It's starting to get hot in here. I think it's the heat in the book.
It's the book.
Yeah.
That book brings
Heat
the
in
fire.
the book.
Another cheating, drug abuse and violence. Drug abuse.
That's a tough one.
I don't think I've dealt with the ex who he, what's funny? He did abuse drugs, and I normalized the whole thing because he used to smoke weed, which is, to me, that's fine. But I found out later that he was also doing cocaine and taking acid and E, and it was like I tried to normalize it because it was around, and I knew so many people doing it, but it was just like, how often is this happening? And because when I found out this was already a thing, and I was like, how long has this been going? I was with this man at the time when I found out 2 years already. So I'm like, I didn't even know. So I was just blown. How long has this been going on?
How did you deal with that?
I don't know, girl. He was wild to begin with, so I think I just never knew he was a fucking drug addict.
He just didn't pick up on it.
He was always so damn all over the place, energetic and wild that I thought it was him. So I think he's still probably somewhere on drugs.
I
I still didn't pick up.
honestly
so
don't know how I would
I only
deal
know
with
the
that.
drug version of him probably. So that's why to me it's like I don't know. I don't know you without that. Damn.
I don't know how I would deal with that because I don't think I've ever been with anybody who had a drug abuse problem. But then again, I wouldn't know because I didn't know what to look for. But I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I could deal with that because it's some people really
you would
need
feel
help.
No, you would feel it. So I was young, so obviously I wasn't hip to all of this. But I feel like I went on a date with this guy and his energy was so off the charts and twitchy. I was so uncomfortable. I knew right then and there this guy's probably coked up.
Oh my God.
But I felt it immediately, and it immediately made me feel very off and uncomfortable. And I feel like if you were around that type of energy, you would immediately feel it. It's crazy.
Oh man,
It's crazy.
that's a lot to deal with. People are going through a lot, man. A lot.
Run.
Yeah, because that's not easy to
No,
deal with.
you gotta go. You gotta
'Cause
go.
that-
Don't even
that
waste
could
your
be
damn
cyclical,
time.
you know.
Don't even waste your
That could
time.
that could be
Fuck around and
cyclical.
love him, and then you be like, he's in rehab right now. I love him. Get the
Yeah. People go through it. Cheating is another one. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Having a child with someone else while in a relationship.
Ooh.
Yes, Jennifer.
Ooh.
That's a homegirl.
All right, how about this? How about this? You guys break up for like a year. Fully break up, and then come back together, and he got a fucking kid. Like right after y'all broke
but
up.
you were broken up.
Yeah,
though.
it's like you
Ooh,
can't
that's
really hold
still
that
so
against them. It's
close.
just like, damn.
There was a pause in there.
And then did you want kids? You know what I mean? Like, did you break up because you wanted kids and he didn't? And then he ends up having a kid?
Ooh.
Because that's a sore topic.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
That's rough, right?
No, but for sure, in the relationship, you cheat on me and you have another kid.
Oh, no, I'm out. There's no fucking way. Oh, that's like that girl from Love and Hip Hop, huh?
Yes, exactly.
I would have sent him on his merry fucking way.
But apparently she cheated too. We're talking about Rashida from Love and Hip Hop.
I don't
Rashida
believe
and
it.
Kirk.
I don't believe it. I think she's saving face.
Saving that dollar.
Well, they've been together for a long time. So she
I
said in the
believe
beginning of their relationship, she cheated.
Down count.
oh, that don't count.
It was probably before they were married. It was early in the dating scene. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So
I feel like you're giving
she's
him a
trying to-
pass.
she was
I
trying
feel
to
like
take
you're
the
giving
heat
him
off
a
of him.
pass by
So
saying
if
that.
Maybe.
the
Fuck
dating
outta
is
here.
okay, that's not right either. That's not right either.
That's not, but you know.
We can't be going tit for tat.
I don't believe, like, I just feel like he did some off the wall grimy shit, and I think that she's saving some face by saying, I had done it too. Nah, you ain't do shit, bitch. You look real loyal.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. People only do what we allow them to do, and she keeps forgiving him for this stuff, and he keeps doing it.
Isn't it like
Guaranteed
2 or 3
it's going
kids
to be another
already?
storyline on the
Yeah.
next Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
You gotta make money.
I don't know.
And
But to each their own.
kid.
Everybody has different tolerances, different tolerance levels. Mine is very, very, very
You know
low
what's
when it
crazy,
comes
though?
to that.
You know what's crazy though? Whenever that happens, this is kind of off topic, but still, whenever they have an affair, why you gotta pick an ugly chick?
Yeah.
Why can't you upgrade, yo?
I've always said if you're gonna do that, you gotta upgrade.
Thank you,
You're gonna
thank
come
you.
home to some, no,
Nah.
you gotta upgrade.
It doesn't make
gotta
sense. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it's for the tricks or something. I don't know.
She must have some crazy skill.
I don't know.
I think it's selfishness.
Yeah.
It's selfishness.
Needing that
just to be able
attention.
to
Or
They have a
something.
moment of boredom and they just have no respect. They're self-absorbed. They want to feel something different. They do it. They get fucking caught, and then it's a problem.
It's like, oh,
It's
my
like-
bad.
Guy.
Yeah.
She didn't mean anything.
Please. I hate that line. She
It's
didn't
like,
mean
I didn't
anything.
even know her name.
Like, is that supposed to make me feel better that you still stuck it in her? It didn't really mean anything.
They
It
probably
would-
didn't even
Or
cover it
better
up.
yet, it was an
Oh.
accident.
It was an accident. You slipped and fell in it.
Repeatedly.
I can't. I can't. So another one, flirting or making a pass at a friend or family member.
Ooh.
You're out of here.
You are
here.
definitely out of here.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
These people are grimy. Like, come on now. Oh, you'll appreciate this one. Unsupportive.
Yeah, unsupportive motherfuckers gotta go. We know that. We know that.
On
They
the
gotta go.
first train out of here. How are you in a relationship and unsupportive of your partner? Like, I just don't get that.
These
Like,
are all your self-absorbed people.
Yeah, they're just in it.
Then
for
what you were in
themselves.
a relationship
Friendships
for?
too. Friendships too.
Mm-hmm.
Friendships too. I've been blown away in the last few years by shit. I'm like,
You thought about that one.
I'm just like,
When you really sit back and think about it, it's like, wow.
it's like you rocked real hard with me when it came to going out and drinking. But when I'm actually doing something, where the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm. Where's my congratulations?
Word.
Where's my support? I'll be there. I'll listen to your podcast.
Girl.
We're feeling
Sounds
salty.
Like some venom.
We're feeling away.
I feel that.
Feeling
You feel that heat?
away.
It's hot. It's hot in here.
Temperatures just went up a few
You
degrees.
know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that goes for friendships too then. Unsupportiveness.
Mm.
So now we're talking about what is unforgivable. But you know what? Forgiveness is more about yourself, not the other person. There was a quote by this guy. Did I take a picture? Yes. Jay Shetty. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. He said, "Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace." And that is something I live by.
See, but I could not forgive you and be peaceful about it.
But that's not.
What?
What do you mean?
Wait.
I could give no fucks, you know,
Oh.
and be like, "You're dead to me. Get away from me. You smell."
Yeah, but you're like kind of scary in that aspect. Their cutoff
be
game
mad
is
about
super
it.
strong.
I'm not gonna be mad about it.
No, but for the normal human, when you hold on to like anger and you don't forgive somebody for like what they've done to you or how they emotionally hurt you or whatever, you will harbor that bitterness inside of you. And to me, anyway, forgiveness is about letting that go and saying, it's not saying I'm going to forget about what you did to me, but you know what? Okay, if you say you're sorry, then I forgive you and I'm letting it go. And even if they don't say sorry, I still feel like it's important to forgive that person because you will hold on to that bitterness and that anger and resentment. And it's only going to hold you back because they're going to go on living their life and not really care about you. So it's better for you to cleanse them from yourself and forgive them and move on with your life. That's just my opinion.
It takes me a minute. It takes me a minute.
For sure.
I'm going to sit and be pissed for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I probably got a good couple months to sit on it. I could probably sit for a couple months and be like, this
fucking grudge
motherfucker,
and a
this
half.
bitch.
I've seen it.
See, I won't hold the grudge like
And
that.
then
I'll just be
eventually,
like, it's over.
I won't care
Mm-hmm.
and I will let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And you may go with it. But I'm going to sit on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'll just say my piece, you know, crush you with it, and then walk away.
You can't do things
Crazy.
immediately, though. I feel like,
No.
you know, sometimes you
No, because if
may
you,
overreact to
process.
things. You have to like sit and really evaluate
guess.
how serious.
but if they
the
did you
situation is.
wrong, I don't see. This is how I think. If you did me wrong, I'm talking like something really bad. There's no reason why I should respect you in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
I should not consider what you feel, what you're gonna do afterwards. It doesn't matter to me because you didn't take the time to think about that when you did what you did.
Well, it all depends on like what type of person you are. And for me, I try to hold myself to a higher level of like relational functioning, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not going to lower myself and act like how you acted towards me because you did it to me, so I'm going to do it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't do
like
that
I
either.
get what you're saying and it makes sense, but for me, I feel like that's lowering myself because I expect a certain, you know, way that you're going to be with me. I expect certain things in friendships. I expect certain things in our marriage. And if you don't do that for me, then that's your problem, not mine. I'm not going to lower myself and be retaliatory or whatever the word is towards you, you know? So, I don't know.
You know what's funny with forgiving people? So I used to feel, and I don't know why I always thought like this. I used to feel like if I forgave you, I had to show you I forgave you and like still let you be around and show you that I'm good. When that is the worst thing to possibly fucking do. But I did that for years. And I feel like I did it more, especially towards men, who have done wrong, I feel like I did it to show like, all right, you did this, but I'm good. And it doesn't matter if you're around or not.
Like, and you didn't win.
Yeah, like you didn't win.
Yeah.
But no.
Didn't work out.
It doesn't work out. So now I've come to terms with, all right, you know what? You did something wrong. Cool. I'm going to decide if that's a make or break of you being involved in my life. And I can just ghost you, be done with it, but feel like, all right, I forgive you, but like you don't belong here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I find it harder to forgive someone if I haven't had a chance to express why I'm upset with you, like what it is that I felt like you did to me to like hurt me or whatever.
I struggle with those difficult conversations. I struggle with them.
That's not a problem
I have a
you gotta
problem
let them know,
with
and that's it. If you feel in a certain way,
you don't really let them know. You don't really let them know.
No, you
though.
don't think so?
No, you're a ghoster.
Nah.
You just are like, remove me from your life.
Some people I tell you flat out, and that's it. Leave me alone. Don't bother me ever again.
I'm a ghoster. I punk out of conversations. And I know I can have the conversation.
Then
I can do it softly and have a conversation, but I don't like feeling like I'm hurting someone's feelings, and it might not even hurt them, but I just feel very uncomfortable saying, you know what, this is what's not working for me in this relationship, be it a partner or a friend, and I just don't feel like I want to continue with this. I can't do it. I cannot find the time and the, what's the word? I don't know. I don't know what word I was looking for, but I can't get myself to do it.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
You gotta think of it in a different light too. It's like, this person pretty much you can guarantee knows what they're doing to you.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're not really worried about it. So why are you worried about what you say to them?
Because I'm so sweet. I don't like the way you laughed, and I don't like that you laughed. I heard it. I am, though.
Yeah.
I'm a softie, even though I don't seem it.
That was real soft, okay.
The mic probably caught it.
It did.
It did.
I have a problem with those type of people who clearly know that they're being effed up on all accounts and have no qualms about it. It's like, what's wrong with your life? You know, like you feel no type of way, and they'll just keep continuing to do it. Yeah. And then when you call them out on it, it's like, oh my God,
what do you
I didn't realize.
Those are the selfish, self-absorbed people. Yeah. They're the most difficult ones to deal with.
They are.
They are the most difficult ones to deal with.
And I don't like to repeat myself. If I have a conversation about something that I don't like or that you hurt me in some type of way, and then you proceed to continue doing that, like, I'm not talking about it again. It's done. We're done.
Then a part of me is like, okay, this is how you are. This is how you're treating me. And why do I have to tell you that you're shitty? I don't want to coach you through life with this shitty fucking behavior. I'd rather just remove myself and just ghost. That's why I ghost. I'm like, God, I have to teach you to be a human being, like a good one. Like, just bye, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like those teachable moments. I'd be like, teach your fucking self.
Yeah. If you don't know at this point in life how to treat people, then I can't help you.
Self-awareness. Get it together.
First episode.
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection and self-awareness.
Awareness.
Episode 1 if you want to go back and
dropping
listen.
them gems.
I mean.
So I conducted another poll asking
these things.
She talked it.
I was trying to get you to say
like
it.
You didn't even hear me. I was like, she talked it.
It just got real boricua in here.
The buck is bucking it up.
It did get real boricua.
So I asked.
The buck is bucking it up. That was a me joke.
Here I
like
with this mic again. We fight every week.
I'm telling you. Have to put an overhead for you.
I'll find a way to hit it somehow. I'll like put my arm up or something. I asked if people find it hard to forgive someone who emotionally hurt you. And everyone was like, absolutely. And someone said, if they're still around, that was your sister. Someone said, no, I eventually get over it, but I won't forget. And that I feel like is an aspect of forgiveness. Like, you know, you don't forget. You're just forgiving them and moving on with your life. Yes, I'm not a good forgiver or forgetter. Takes me a long time. I get it. Someone just said flat out, yes. And then someone else said, if I don't express myself, yes. But if we talk and cleared the air, no problem. You're forgiven. I am with you, Michelle Alyssa. I'm with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your partner cheats and you take him back, okay, you cannot bring this shit up every other fucking week.
Very true.
If you have forgiven this person,
very true.
You have to let it go.
Very true.
You're going to start anew if you can do it.
But
you cannot keep bringing the same thing up. If you tell me you forgive me or I tell you I forgive you, it has to be squashed.
Yep. Absolutely. That's a great point.
So I dated someone.
And with that said,
I dated someone and I had a bad moment. I said some disrespectful shit. And he harped on it. And I said, okay, I was genuinely so I apologized for what I said. And he said he forgave me. But every time we saw each other after that, he would fucking bring it up. And I'm to the point that I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. Fuck it. So I don't even care if you forgive me or not. You're ODing. It's too much. If you say you forgive,
and that's how you know you touched a nerve.
No, I know I did. I violated, but you know, whatever. What?
But it was like a conversation, or you guys?
I mean,
I know what she's talking about. It's facts.
I mean, if it clucks like if it clucks like a
damn,
chicken is a chicken, is that the phrase?
Killed it.
What was it? I fucked it up, right?
Big time.
What was it?
Let it go.
What is it?
I want to know what it is.
If it clucks like a duck.
I was gonna say duck, but then I was like, do ducks really cluck?
What do you think they do?
If it clucks like a duck.
What's the sound that?
That's how I was like. I know a chicken
does what? Yo, I ain't never hear no chicken do
Ducks
that.
do not make a cluck.
What do they do?
Thanks, girl. Because even if I'm wrong, you got my back right now. Because I knew the phrase was duck, but I was like, wait, does that really cluck though? I'm done. Oh, anyway, what now?
Isn't it balk? Balk like a duck?
Balk?
I don't know. No. Never mind.
Moving on.
See what?
I think you took it even deeper. You
just went further in. No,
further down the rabbit hole. Yeah. We're just wrong. We're all together wrong.
Don't know what any animal sounds like.
It's fine. Fuck it.
Don't make me YouTube this.
I'm good. I don't even care anymore.
I want to know. I'm gonna do it after the show.
Anyway, but yeah.
What were we talking about?
I said if you forgive, you have to. You have to let it go. Yeah. Otherwise, you didn't forgive, and it's clearly an issue for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, another important forgiveness aspect is forgiving yourself. Because you know how sometimes we stay a little too long in a relationship that we shouldn't be in.
Oh, I do it all the time. I got to forgive myself daily for shit that I do. For everything. For so many things.
We say something we wish we didn't say.
I was like, why was I over friendly to this fool? Why did I answer this text? Ugh. Damn it, Melissa.
Why did I look at that DM?
Why did I respond to that DM?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got to forgive yourself sometimes because you'll just like in the relationship where they say they forgive you and then they keep bringing it back up, then you keep beating yourself up if you don't forgive yourself for whatever it is that you did that you're not happy with. So forgive yourself and move on. We're all human.
Facts.
We're all human. So yeah. Do you think men forgive easier or more? Do you think women forgive more than women, or like find it easy to forgive more?
The
than
bug.
What did I say? What did I say?
Said women. I
women
think
and
twice.
women.
Okay.
We're not talking about
That's a
lesbian
different
relationships.
podcast.
Forgives more easily, men or women. It's all right,
Yeah,
girl. I
there
got
you
you.
go.
Thank you. Who
It's all
forgives
right.
more
It's all
easily?
right. She
I
was
stole that
helping
from
me with
Joe
the clerk.
Budden. I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast, and they think that women tend to forgive easier.
We do.
More
Really?
easily.
We do, definitely.
Especially when it comes to cheating and stuff.
But I feel like that's because we are more emotional, and we usually go based off emotions 9 out of 10 times. And I think men are more on the logical side. So we have to stop reacting off of emotions. I think that when something happens, we need to really sit and take a minute and think about it. And I think that also a lot of people, and I've noticed this in some of the shows that I've been watching, but women are just like, I know he did wrong, but I know that I still love him. Yeah, you're gonna still love this asshole. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that you stay in a shitty situation because you love him.
Exactly.
I had to get out of a whole relationship while engaged because of how horrible it was. I did not love him.
Yeah.
He was just, it was just a horrible, very toxic situation.
Yeah.
And so even though you love this person, you have to evaluate how toxic and how much this relationship is really affecting you. And move accordingly.
Very true. Very true. Love is not always enough. You can love them from a distance.
Exactly.
And love yourself more.
Exactly.
That's a great point, Mom.
Okay.
All right.
And even and more.
Keep going. Zoe.
And
Preach.
if this person does not need to be in your life, I hate you so much.
And let the people say.
I feel like I'm in Kanye's church right now.
Church amen. Hey, Mel's got a word from the pulpit.
I just want y'all to know that you went on so long that it's out the fucking window. It is out the window, and I don't even know exactly where I was going with it.
No, you were still talking about how you got to get out. Like, love is not enough. Like, even if you still love the person, you left because it was a toxic situation, and this is not working, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
See, painkillers left your mind clear. This is clouding you guys up today.
That's true. It's, what is it? Is it strawberries? I don't know.
Maybe.
The bourbon.
Too much fruit.
The simple syrup.
No such thing. No such thing. Maybe it's the syrup.
More
the
bourbon
syrup.
next time.
Yes, please.
Some scissor. Okay. I don't know what's happening. I really wanted to hear what you were going to say. I'm sorry. We threw you off.
I mean, y'all should know this already. You got to let me get it out. They go to church.
It's only 5 seconds before it's too late.
We know this already. Don't act brand new.
Well, maybe you'll remember when talking about this. This is not really related to anything we're talking about, but I found it so interesting. You know Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife? She made the news this week because she was in Italy at a hotel and she was caught kissing Antoine Fuqua, who is a director, a film director. So in the picture, if you've seen the picture, it looks like a legit mouth-to-mouth kiss. And she's in a full-on like bikini, and like he's got a towel wrapped around his waist and no shirt on, and it looked like a peck. So he didn't say anything. I saw the picture.
Their lips were locked.
Word. And he didn't say anything, but she responded saying that, we just ran into each other and we're family friends, so we just gave each other a friendly greeting. He's married, by the way. I'm sorry, but if I'm his wife, I'm
She's
not
single?
buying that.
Is she single?
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
single. I think she's single.
I don't know.
I think she is.
Actually, I don't know. I think she might be married. I don't know. Even it doesn't even matter because he's married. We know this.
No, I'd be tight. There's no way. There's no way.
Like we kiss
A
our friends on the
family-
lips,
A family friend.
Like French.
and they.
I
and-
want to see
French
her
people do
interact
that.
with her brother. If
You
y'all
know?
locking lips, then maybe I'll give you a
No, but this is the thing that
bullshit.
gets me though. Okay,
the bullshit.
but this is the thing that gets me. Y'all just happen to run into each other at a hotel in Italy in your bathing suits,
They were in the beach.
half naked,
They were at the beach.
kissing.
They were at the beach.
That looks horrible. It just looks bad. And it could have been one of those really close kisses,
Right,
like you know how
right,
you
yeah.
catch someone like right here sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but it still don't look right.
She's
It
not
don't look right.
believing it. No.
Would you buy that, babe?
Hell no.
I went on a trip.
We had a whole podcast about the arm off the shoulder. You definitely ain't kissing nobody in them fucking. You better air kiss that. I better see lips all the way to the left.
Yep.
At least a foot
Cheekbone
You
and
need
cheek,
to see the
cheekbone and cheekbone. Just
visible,
smack
yeah.
cheekbones.
I gotta see your friend in between y'all kissing.
I'm mad that I almost went to like air 5 you without you. Just naturally.
I feel you.
That was rough.
He's
That was
doing
rough.
it back.
I think the buck is like catching up to the heat in the buck. I mean, that's
The
tough.
heat is getting me. I don't feel the buck at all. I need another
No,
one.
you
We
feel
gonna
it,
have
alright.
another one.
I need
You feel
another
it.
one.
We gonna have another one.
It didn't come back to you yet.
That train sailed.
Oh my God, that was
left a long time
that was
ago.
like yesterday at
I don't
this
have
point.
anything else.
It's at
That was
another
yesterday.
station now.
That was yesterday. Oh my God.
You know, one thing I forgot to talk about with fighting, like
What?
what causes people to fight. And there's so many different things that like really get people fighting, like money issues or sometimes the timing, like
Religious differences.
You don't say.
There's
What
a
do you mean
story.
by timing?
Like not choosing the wrong time to bring something up. Like sometimes we as women will harbor on something that is bothering us and we'll just bring it up whenever. But it might not be a good time.
I'm trying to get so much better at that when it comes to men. Like I'm trying so hard to call you out immediately.
But why?
Hasn't worked yet. It worked once. Remember what you did last
were you
week?
doing?
I saw. Wait, what?
He's like,
Why,
but
what
wait a
were
minute.
you doing before?
I can't remember.
I hold it. I like to sit with everything. That's the problem. Because something will happen and I'm like, all right, how big of a deal is that to me?
But
Is
I
that
think that's
fight
smart.
worthy? And I have to
that's
sit
smart.
with it.
I don't think that's anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you're not holding it too long.
Because she's stewing with it. That's what the
I-
problem
As long
is.
as you're not holding it too long.
I'm
I
a-
feel like it's important to
stewer.
take time to
She's-
think about it rationally
But
because
she's
us
not
as
doing
women
that.
sometimes, certain times we get a little, and we got to make sure we're evaluating if this is because of that or if this is real legit, you know?
The problem is I'll stew, and then something else will happen, and then I'm going to explode with 3 different facts that I haven't presented yet.
Exhibit A.
They won't even remember.
Then if you go to, that was like a month and a half
what are you
ago.
It
talking
would
about?
definitely be. It would definitely be.
See, that's the thing. If you're gonna bring up an argument, there's gotta be a time frame. Don't come at me with a month-old argument.
I hear you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the
It's
statute of
I don't even
limitations has
remember what you're
expired.
talking about at this point.
I do it. I do it.
Yeah.
I'll bring up like 3 things, like just different things that you've done that I hate, because now you just toppled me over. You know what? Now that we're on this topic, blah blah blah. It's like, wait, what?
And I'm like the exact opposite. Like I want to say something right away. Like I have to talk about it. And like we've gotten into arguments because of that. And he'll be like, "You always want to talk about things right here, right now. I don't want to talk about it right now." And he shut me down. I'm just like,
She hates it.
I know.
see,
She is
he
a
messes with
talker.
me. He does that.
She is a talker.
I need to. I'm a huge talker.
It's
I
like
need.
just taking.
I process things, and sometimes it could be taken wrong because I ask a lot of questions, But I ask questions to find out things.
But that's why, like, sometimes I'll tell Corny stuff later. I'll be like, I'm not ready for this shit. She gonna ask me
She's not ready
damn
for the
questions,
inquisition.
and I don't want to answer them.
At like
so
3:20,
I'll tell her
right?
like 3 days later when I've sat with her.
But you know what? A lot of times I ask questions just to understand like your thought process, so I could feel like I can empathize with you a little bit more. Because sometimes I genuinely just don't understand, like, you know, where you're coming from or why certain things are, just because I might think differently.
She'll let you know.
So I want to come from
She'll
your
let you know in
point of
her
view.
questions if you're stupid and how stupid you
Yeah.
are. She's done it to me at least
That is
once a
not
month.
my intention.
At least once a month, I feel fucking stupid.
She be walking away from me.
I do.
She'll tell me something.
I've
She'll
had
hand me
enough.
something. She'll just walk away.
She
I'm
throws
like,
it-
but wait, I have to ask.
I don't want
I have
it.
a question.
I don't want it.
Like,
she throws
nah.
that therapy at you,
Nah.
right?
Immediately.
Yo. So-
I'll say, someone hit me up. Did you respond?
Fuck. There it is.
All right. Then I'll be like, all right, I did. But it was light. It could be light as hell. I did. It was light. But
Well,
why?
how did you respond?
But why did you
Why
respond?
do you feel like you always?
Why do you
Oh,
feel
there
like
it
you
is.
have to?
Yeah.
What are you looking for in this? I'll be like, bitch,
I hate you.
I hate you. I'll be like, I didn't get that fucking far. Just responded. I didn't think about it. I went off impulse. What are you hoping will come from this? The fuck?
And now I hate me. Hearing it this way.
Yes. So I was like, I'm not gonna tell Corny that. I can tell Corny that because I don't want to think about this. I fucked up.
I'm
I'll
not asking
know
no questions.
before I even tell her something. I'll know if I fucked up. So I'm like, I'm not gonna tell her because I already know I fucked up. I just fucked up. I'm gonna take the L.
Take
And
She'll
that's
come
that.
to me a week later with a face on like
I fucked up last week.
that just start off with that right off
she
bat.
just sighs.
Yeah.
Fell off that horse again, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Those
it's no
questions are
judgment,
crazy.
though. Like, I'm just here. You know?
It's not judgment. But a lot of times we know
Yeah.
that we're stupid or we did something stupid. So you don't need to ask the questions to make us say, yes, okay, I'm stupid.
But that's not why I asked those questions. I asked to find out like where your thought process is at.
In
You
other
know,
words, how
What did you want
stupid
to
are
come
you?
from this?
No, you know what? Whatever.
I wanted to get my feelings hurt and eventually cry over this man. That's what the fuck I wanted, clearly. I wanted this. I asked for it.
All the way.
In my I'm good in you response. Come abuse me. I'm here and ready.
That's it.
Oh man, I sound like a horrible human. Thanks.
No, you're just a therapist.
No, you're a therapist. You are. You're a therapist.
But this is just how I am. I've always been this way. Like it's not even like
We
training.
don't always want a session.
But that's how I am. I was this way before I was trained. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
When you talk to
I'll
her,
be
you
like-
gotta say no therapy.
So I'm
please.
just gonna stare at you
no,
guys
I'll go like
blankly.
this. Shh, I don't want Corny to hear. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to tell her. I'm not trying to
But
tell
you
her
do
right
know
now.
that I know already, right?
Yeah,
You don't know yet.
I already know.
She usually knows a little bit.
Mm.
I'm just waiting for you to come tell me. Like, whatever. Anyway.
Is Jennifer telling you?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Jennifer
kidding.
is a vault. She doesn't say
I'm just
anything
kidding.
to anybody about anything. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why people get into fights. Forgetfulness is mine. We fight all the time because like I'll forget stuff or
But
it's like I told you already. You didn't hear
Yo.
me. Ah,
But I talked to her in the mid sentence. She forgot.
I know.
I'm like, what? We're still talking
She's
about
like
this.
me.
I know.
I'm like, what the?
I'm like both of you. Because sometimes you do that to me and I'll be looking at you like, Courtney, get your life. But I'm the same way.
Nah, I just stopped talking. And she's like, what happened? No, I finished. You missed it.
I hate
I
that.
finished the whole story.
I'm like, I didn't hear what you said.
People get very mad at me because I'm like, one more time. One more time. I didn't get it. I did it to someone who I think by the third time he was like, fuck you. I'm not repeating.
Yeah. He does that to me all the time. All the time.
That's when you start sign language.
I don't know why, like, the words just, I'm just like, what?
I'm not with you
I
on
don't-
it. It's not what?
Yeah.
I can't turn this off right I can't turn the brain off right
Yeah.
now. I'm talking over you. I can't stop it.
Exactly.
What did you just say? Wait.
Exactly.
Time out.
Nah.
Yo, exactly. But what are you gonna do? We don't mean it, guys. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Look at that.
Forgetfulness. Duh. Fits right in.
Good thing you didn't fight me on that one.
Oh man, whoops. I hate that, but I don't want to be this way. You know.
I had a guy tell me to take a pill.
He told me to take ginkgo.
Ginkgo, that's what it was.
Ginkgo.
I have it in my Amazon cart. I didn't check it out yet.
I actually tried it.
But you remember?
How long did you take it though?
A while, a few months.
And it didn't help.
No,
I didn't think it helped.
So I'm not gonna bother wasting the money.
Because you know what it is for me. It's not. For me, it's not like an actual mental deficit or whatever. It's just stress. When I get stressed out, I get super distracted in my own mind.
I think for me, it's not significant enough to stick.
Wow. That's just fucked up.
I'm sorry. That's reality. I mean,
yeah, because you were doing that to me before when I was telling you a story.
If you're telling me something that's like,
I was like,
so,
you don't care about this story.
Yeah, sorry like, guys. What? It means I don't care. It means I don't care.
Scrolling through your phone.
I don't remember. I just
what? Oh, really? That happened? No, it didn't happen. Where were you?
I didn't have interest in that moment. I'm sorry.
Like I just said what happened.
It's my bad.
Yeah.
At least you know me.
Crazy.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and y'all know me.
Feel good when I remember. What'd you
say?
One of the reasons couples fight.
Yes.
Because you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I've been yelled at.
Have you now?
It still wasn't significant enough for me to remember what you were saying.
Yeah. I'd be talking to you sometimes for like a good 5 minutes. And you're like, huh?
I know. You do it to me too sometimes.
Nah.
You do. He's trying to act like he don't ever do nothing wrong.
I know. He's annoying with that.
We gonna
don't
get
hate,
you though.
Don't hate because I remember shit.
You can't even remember.
Do you
like,
repeat yourself a lot
names
too?
all the time.
Oh my God. And I hate that this one person constantly is like, you told me that. Motherfucker, listen to it again. And let's act like it's brand new.
Significant
like,
story.
let's just act like it's brand new. Why the fuck you gotta blow me up every time I ran out of shit to say then, huh? I have no life and I have nothing else to say. Let's just not talk ever again.
That is funny. Though.
It just is. I have nothing else.
Oh man.
I hate when you have to reach for conversation.
Yeah.
Because you don't remember what you said. It's like, shit, I don't think I don't have a life.
So let's just go over this one more time.
I got home. I cooked dinner. I watched a show. I read some book. I journaled a little bit. And 10 o'clock lights was out. I got nothing. I have nothing. Nothing happened at work. I paid bills. I really have nothing.
She's so funny. She paid her bills today. And she comes over to me at work. She's like, I need a hug. I just paid my bills.
It was so bad, this fucking check.
Yo, that's traumatic. I hear you.
It was so bad, this check. I was like, how am I going to survive these next 2 weeks?
Yeah. It is rough living check to check.
Oh, shit. It's rough because I was an asshole who booked trips that I didn't have the money for. And then I shopped. Who am I looking cute for? I mean,
yourself, girl.
I hear you, but I need to chill the fuck out. Myself be home in pajamas, so why am I buying all this shit?
I had to yell at her at work the other day to tell her to close out the cart. Because she had some clothes in there.
I did it. And thank God. Thank you. Because if that bill was any higher today, I would have died. You know what it was, too? This check I had to do. I've had to pay a ticket. Fucking ticket. I hate those cameras. Stop watching us, assholes. You know? And registration.
Registration will break you in half. Oh, my God.
So they got me.
Yeah, that's a grip right there.
But you was speeding?
Or was it a red light?
Speeding in the school zone, supposedly.
Oh, they got me too.
School ain't even in session. Mind your business.
Right?
There ain't no kids outside.
It shouldn't apply during the summer.
Business.
Like, come on.
Why are you even here? You know, if the cop ain't doing his job, he ain't doing his job. Let me be.
Word.
Get out of here.
Why are you
Fucking
bothering me? Go
cameras.
arrest some people selling
That was
drugs
the
inside.
worst
You know what I'm
invention.
saying?
These stupid
Mhm.
cameras.
I hate
It's
them.
not fair.
I'm waiting for the thugs to just shoot them all out. Shoot them out.
You know, but it's messed
Where's
up because
where's my hood guys at?
they have all these cameras catching us running red lights and speeding, but they're not catching like perpetrators and stuff.
Speak
Because
on
they
it.
shoot back.
They're not catching police brutality.
Because they shoot back.
My goodness.
They hit you with a ticket. You ain't gonna flip out.
Why do we always get to this point?
The train just went
Of like,
completely off the
but
rails.
it's always like driving cars, it's all types
Because
of stuff.
we all have road rage
My
Oh.
God.
badly.
Anyway, that's bad.
It is bad. Yeah.
You guys got anything on fighting and forgiveness? Nothing.
I don't fight with anyone.
You provoke. That's what you do. You provoke the
I
fight.
argue with you every Friday. Every single Friday.
It's lively conversation.
It's you annoying me.
Love
You know
it.
what I hate? I hate that like period after you fight where it's like a little weird. It's like a little awkward. The energy's a little off, and it's like you gotta like slowly make your way back to the way that it was. I hate that.
I hate when I'm the one who fucked it up. And then I try to hug up on you like, forgive me, and then you shut me down. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel that
Yeah,
real
something. I'll be like,
stiffness?
Yeah.
I know. I'll be like, come on. I said sorry. Just love me.
Yeah.
I hate when you guys don't give in to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just real talk. I just hate it. Just give in every time.
Yeah, and you'll be like, love you, and they're like, love you.
Yeah.
Like real, like
Yeah, like get
Stale.
over it.
Oh, me too.
yeah.
I hate
That's
that. Just stop being mad and like take the booty hug. Stop being extra. Stop being extra.
Just love me again.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like fighting, but actually, I feel like it's kind of normal to fight in any relationship where you're really close.
Oh my
Like,
God,
it's gonna
especially if
happen.
you guys
I
live
think,
together.
yeah.
Yeah. Coexisting is hard.
If there's
Mhm.
never some kind of disagreement, then there's a bigger problem.
There's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Then you're just not addressing things.
I learned a lot about myself living with a guy. It was hard.
Really.
I'm a control freak a little bit. So watching him eat and like and like spill crumbs, I used to look like
Why you gotta eat so sloppy,
fucking
man?
piece of shit. I used to be so mad, and I'm like, "You're putting crumbs everywhere!"
You see the crumbs falling in slow motion.
And you have no idea. And I would just watch in pure disgust and stare like, I think I hate this man off of that. And
Damn.
and we would fight, and then finally he put me in my place, like, you know, that I'm just doing too much. And then I was like, okay, I am doing too much. Like,
And
how
it's
am
gonna
I
be harder too?
how am I against crumbs? Like, how can I have a kid if I can't handle crumbs?
Oh, girl.
You understand what I'm saying? So I was
Yo.
like, all right, you're right. And I had to just let it go and shut the fuck up and clean up after his ass after he ate. Because you ain't gonna leave crumbs on the floor, but
You don't leave any. You don't drop a crumb out of your mouth.
I'm probably on like rare occasions. But I'll eat with like the plate under me. Like, I'm very on top of things like that because I don't like cleaning 1,000 times over. So I eat over the plate though. So like if it falls on the plate because I don't want to have to clean up after that crazy. Like,
And it's gonna be hard too because you're used to having your own space, and then when somebody comes in there,
oh my God, when I used to come home and the clothes and like the book bag was on the chair, like the rage that I would feel. Like, you have that dirty ass book bag on my chair. Like, I was just so, it was so hard. It was so hard. We fought a lot early on, and then I had to just let it go.
Yeah, letting stuff go. That's
It was
another
hard.
thing.
That was a lesson right there.
Choosing your battles. You mentioned that I think 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, you have to.
The importance of picking your battles. Because you really could.
That's the actual. The issue was I chose every battle, and so I would
It was World War
every
II
single
up in
thing.
there.
I was like, and then he would scream, and it just wasn't. It wasn't worth
Some
it.
things are not worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it. The crumbs and the clothes weren't worth it. Other shit was worth it.
Is there such thing as agreeing to disagree? Can that happen?
That's just a cop out because somebody doesn't want to keep going with the argument.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what it is.
It's 100%.
That's what it is.
Or is it that they're stubborn and they want to be
if
right.
If you're stubborn, you're gonna keep
they
going.
They want to be right.
If you're stubborn, you're not giving in. Yeah.
That's a good
That's
point.
true.
Going to the
That's
death.
true.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true.
That's me.
What?
I'm very stubborn.
You better be right.
You gotta come with facts, proof, spreadsheets.
Yes, Perry Mason.
What'd you call me?
Perry Mason. It's an old detective
Wow, he
show.
showed his age again.
I didn't even know who it was. I was just gonna let
She's
it
like,
coast
what?
on by.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I've heard of it, but don't really know.
Whatever. They didn't have that in Long Island?
I don't know. Way before I was born.
I don't even know who this is. I don't even know who this is.
Oh, man.
They don't have detective shows like that now.
Nah, but you gotta come with the facts. Like, prove me wrong. I have no problem apologizing and being like, you know what, you're right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. But you gotta prove me wrong. Because I try not to come at you with anything that I'm not sure about. Or at least that I feel like I'm not sure. You know, like I need to feel sure about it before I bring it to you, because I'm not gonna like waste your time with something that I'm just like wishy-washy.
I think
about.
everybody has their moments. You had a couple of moments.
What do you mean?
With that?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
You had a kind of.
He's saying that you weren't right, but you were adamant.
Of course, absolutely. There's several times when that's happened, but like. That's what I mean. Like I felt like I wasn't wrong, but like if you prove me wrong, if you bring me something, if you tell me something like, look, A, B, and C, you're wrong, I'll eat that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, whatever, and not acknowledge that. Like I'm really big on that. Like if you're wrong, just acknowledge it, apologize, and move on. Can't have an ego or pride.
You look stubborn.
Who?
You.
Me? No.
Yeah, you look like you'll never admit if you're wrong. You admit if you're wrong?
He
surprised by that.
It depends. It depends. It depends on what mood he is in. That's why I talk about
you gotta
the
make
timing.
Sure. You gotta make sure I ate.
If it's the right time, he is very like.
You catch me and I'm hungry.
No. I think that's a lot of people.
Fire.
He's very good for being like, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Like he will absolutely do that. He will take it, and he has no problem saying that.
But I would say your name.
But if, like he said, if he's hungry, if he's stressed out, he will go to the death just dead wrong.
That's it. The dragon will take you.
And I'm just like, what are you talking about? He's like irrational at some points, and I'm just like, all right, we're not gonna do it. Yeah, just like that too. He will storm around like, no. Yeah. I'm just like, all right, now's not a good time.
That's it. You should have brought me something to eat.
But it's so funny because it'll be two completely. It'll be two completely different conversations.
Eat this burger. Give it 10 and then be like, listen, what you said the other day.
It's like Jekyll and Hyde, I swear. Like, it's two completely different conversations. He'll be crazy, and then I'll come back like a few days later when he's calm and happy and smoking a cigar and talk to him about it. Yeah, babe, you know, you're right. I was wrong about that.
Yeah,
like, I love you. I love you. Oh, man.
They're so corny and cute,
funny.
right?
Aww.
They are.
Whatever.
I like it. I like watching it sometimes.
And other times it makes her want to vomit.
Like, sometimes I'm uncomfortable. They do little.
You don't like when we give the eye?
Yeah, I don't like the eye and the secret dirty talk. I'm like, get me out the room. Get me out the room, please.
Is it that time? It's affirmation time.
Okay.
No, that wasn't it.
I liked it.
I'm gonna find a jingle one of these days. I am profusely sweating.
We need a little like tune, little ting, yeah. Ting. I said ting.
Ting and ting.
I don't even know why I said ting.
We need a little ting and ting.
The affirmation for the week. I release all anger and guilt into the wind, and I cleanse myself of any negative emotions.
I wish I had some wind right now.
Did you want to read it?
I release all anger and guilt into the wind, and I cleanse myself of any negative emotions.
There it is.
There it is. So release that anger before you talk to your partner, friend, or whatever, whoever you're mad at. Release a little bit of it so that you don't go crazy on them.
Yes.
Do a little bit of processing, like Mel said. I think it's important. And like Natasha said last time, it's important when fighting to remember that you love the person. Because if you can't take fighting too far, because some people fight and they will just go for the jugular and just like call out all kinds of stuff, like your most like deepest, darkest secret. They'll be like, that's why that happened to you. What?
No, you have to let go.
Or
of those
that's
people.
why your kid looks crazy.
You
know what I'm
have,
saying? Like,
you have to let go of those people. You have to let go of those people. Those people violate on another level. You let them be.
Yeah. There are rules. Like,
I feel like those are the people on the brink of smacking the shit out of you when they get mad.
It's like this close.
I don't like those. I don't like those. The ones that use shit against you.
Yeah.
I had an ex that did that.
Really?
That's why I will never tell everything to someone unless like I marry you and learn you to know that that's not who you are, because I will never.
Because that's just wrong.
Yeah, I don't think
So
I think no matter what,
disgusting.
you should never use somebody's worst weakness or thing
Exactly.
against them.
Yeah.
No matter how pissed off you are, that's just dirty.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be disrespectful either.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time and a place. You know, like, you gotta try. Like, I mean, it happens. Like, we've gotten into arguments in public places, but like, you gotta try to keep that.
I feel like that's a manipulation thing.
Yeah.
What, arguments in public places?
No. Using someone's weakness
Oh,
in
yeah.
an argument and stuff.
Absolutely.
That's a manipulation. No, you argue in front of people. You argue in front of whatever
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
But great topic, guys.
Hey.
Thanks, Anthony, for being on the sidelines.
No thanks.
We gotta get you to come back. How soon? Couple weeks? 2 weeks? Couple weeks? All right. We're gonna hold you to that. We have it recorded. All right, folks. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.